Right. Let's see what you're going to win today. If you win today's quiz, there's a nice trophy for the winner. There's also a trophy for the school. So you're playing not just for your own glory, but for the school's pride. You are going to get an Amazon gift voucher, of varying values. First, second, third, fourth get distinct ones, and fifth to eighth gets the same. Each of you will get a copy of the fabulous Indica quiz book that we put together, 600 questions from the first 6 editions of Indica. The 2022 Nexus Trivia Calendar, which is a compendium of 365 facts, one for each day of the year. You will also get a subscription, especially if you are in class 9, to the Quest Gazette, which is our annual GK. You get a 1-year subscription to the Gazette, which is our, this is for all students, 9, 10, 11, and 12, which is our monthly newsletter and current affairs update. The top 3 will also win a copy of the Manorama yearbook, and all of you will win certificates. So some fabulous prizes. Right, let's now go right on and meet our finalists. Okay, before that, we are going to have, just in about an hour from now, we're going to be joined by a very dear friend and a well-known face in the music and education circles, Kalaimamani Anil Srinivasan, founder of Rhapsody Music Education, an initiative through which lakhs of students are learning STEM concepts through music and other arts. Regular columnist, show host, very active on YouTube, a great, pianist, classical pianist, and very passionate about education. So Anil's kindly consented to be here, and he's going to be interacting with all of you and giving out the prizes. Right. Let's meet the finalists. Nexus Consulting, bringing you the quiz, of course. I think all of you kind of know about us. We are a Bangalore-based quiz research and content company. And our latest publication is the Indica quiz book, which is 600 handpicked questions from past editions, available for purchase on our website, links on all our social platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, also available in several bookstores. All right. My name is Venkatesh Srinivasan, your quizmaster and host. Onward to meeting our 8 bright young finalists. On table number 1, from Bangalore, Christ Academy Junior College, is Abhineet RK. Please unmute and say a few words of your quizzing experience.
So I'm Abhineet RK. I study in 12th grade at Christ Academy Junior College, Bangalore. I've been quizzing for the last 6 years, and I have attended many Nexus quizzes, and I'm excited for this finals.
All right. Welcome, Abhineet. All the best. Neighboring him from across the country, from Kolkata, from the Future Foundation School, is Aritro Ray.
Hello, I'm Aritro, and I study in the 9th grade, and I've been quizzing since I was in the 4th grade, so that was quite a bit ago. It's one of my passions. I really enjoy the thrill of it. And sir, it's really nice to see you again in a quiz in a different city, but it's really nice to see you in finals. So thank you.
All right, welcome Aritro. Neighboring him, a third city being represented today, Chennai, Arjun Anantakrishnan, Padma Sishatri Balabhavan, KKN.
Hi, I'm Arjun. I'm from PHB KKN. I have been quizzing since the 6th grade. I have not been in many quizzes this year as I'm in 10th, but I'm looking to get rocking.
Wonderful, welcome Arjun. All the best to you. Neighboring him is our 4th contestant whose names begin with A, Arnav Gowda from Base PU College, Bangalore.
Hello, warm welcome to everyone. Good evening. I'm Arnav Gowda. I've been quizzing from a really long time now, yes, 10 plus years. And it's very nice to see you, sir. And I'm looking forward to have a great quiz. Thank you.
Wonderful, Arnav. Welcome. On seat number 5, from Mahatma Montessori Matriculation School, Madurai, is Mohammed Riven.
Hello everyone, this is Mohammed Riven from Madurai doing class 9 at Mahatma, and happy to meet you all, and I would like to wish you all a happy Republic Day and happy Republic Day, sir.
Thank you, and same to you and to all the contestants, a very happy Republic Day. Neighboring him from Padma Seshadri Bhavan Numbambakam branch is Pranav Gautam.
Hello everybody, I am Pranav Gautam. I am studying in class 9 at PSB Numbambakam, Chennai. I have attended many Nexus quizzes. In fact, I won the Indica Juniors level last year. I also somehow managed to attend the seniors.
All right, your audio is
looking forward to improving that. And either way, all the best to everybody and looking forward to a great quiz.
All the best, Pranav. Like he said, he's a past winner of the junior category, and in fact, he made it to the senior category as well and finished in top 3 last year. Neighboring him is Premansh Sinha from Loyola School, Jamshedpur.
Hi everyone. I am a class 12 humanities student at Loyola School, Jamshedpur. I have 7 years. It's great to see you all. Hope to see an amazing quiz ahead.
Welcome, Premansh. And last but not the least is Sneha Jha from Bal Gurukul School, Kalyan in Thane.
Hi everyone, myself Sneha Jha from Bal Gurukul School from Thane. It's a town in Maharashtra, and I'm just a beginner in quizzing. I started quizzing since the lockdown period, and it's been a pleasure to be here and enjoy the quiz.
Wonderful, Sneha. Welcome to you. All right, let's go straight in and look at how this quiz is going to pan out with our 8 wonderful finalists. Of course, we expect that all of you will play absolutely fair. I don't think I have to repeat this. Don't take any external help whatsoever or Google for answers and so on. Please keep your hands visible in front of camera as much as you can. Right. Let's see how this quiz is going to pan out. There are about 30 odd questions in the quiz, 38 to be precise. 10 of these will go clockwise initially with a buzzer round in between. 10 will go anti-clockwise with another buzzer round in between. And there's a special India themed round. Of course, the entire quiz is about India, but there's a special round in between. Right. Let's go into round number 1. Round number 1 goes clockwise. We have 10 questions. We start with the first question to seat number 1. After that, it's infinite bounds, which means whoever answers, the person on the next seat will get the next question. No negative marking at all, so please feel free to make guesses. Part points at my discretion. I will also ask for explanations, and only if completely convinced will I give full points. You'll have to allow me that little bit of leeway today. All the best. Question number 1 to Abhineet. Abhineet, watch the video and answer the question I'm asking you in the video.
'54 red sandstone structure. At the entrance of this magnificent 1754 red sandstone structure, the last enclosed garden tomb built in the Mughal Empire, built in 1754. It was built in honor of a person who was a prominent figure in the declining years of the Mughal Empire. He was the ruler of a princely state, and he was known by a particular name, and that name is applied to some structures in the vicinity as well. What is this magnificent structure that I'm standing in front of, and which princely state was this person the ruler of?
Yeah, so what is that structure and which princely state was he the ruler of?
In the video, is the location of the structure given?
Yeah, it
wasn't very clear.
I had said that I think in the beginning of the video, so I will tell you that it's in Delhi.
I feel the princely state is Awadh.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about the location.
You're not sure about the location. Okay, we'll pass you to Arithro.
So I think the structure might be the Red Fort. And about the princely state and the king, I'm not quite sure. So I think I'll pass on that.
Okay, you're saying Red Fort. Okay, passes to Arjun.
I'm guessing Red Fort too, and I'm taking the guess that the person who's entombed there is Bahadur Shah Zafar.
Bahadur Shah Zafar. All right, passes on to Arnab.
So I'm thinking it's Saftarjung tomb, and it was built for the Mughal Emperor Saftarjung.
Okay, and which princely state was he the ruler of?
I'm not sure about the princely state, but I'm thinking it's. I don't know.
You can make a guess.
I think what was there in Delhi. It's somewhere around Delhi. I've been to this place in 2012.
Okay, so that's your final answer. Okay, we pass you to Ravin.
Sir, this is the Satwarjung tomb, and I'm just guessing the princely state as Awadh.
That is the right answer. That gets Ravin the full 10 points. This is Saftarjung's tomb in New Delhi, and it was indeed the princely state of Awadh. So we're going to give Abhineet 5 points for saying Awadh, We're going to give Arnav 5 points for saying Saptajang's tomb, but we're going to give Rivin the full 10 points for completing that answer. So well done. That was the Saptajang tomb in New Delhi. Next question goes to Pranav. Pranav, this is what is called a columbarium. Built in the 1890s, you can find it in a Bangalore location, which was modeled on the Mughal gardens in Delhi, among other places. What was the purpose? So what is the purpose of the columbarium and where exactly in Bangalore is it located?
So could you go back to the question?
Yeah, we'll go back to the text. What was the purpose?
So this is, I'm going to go. So the image itself looks like the coarse minars, which you'll find like, I think, all over North India.
Okay.
It looks it's very reminiscent of that, and modeled on the Mughal gardens. So I'm going to go like the Lal Bagh.
Lal Bagh. So coarse minars in Lal Bagh. Okay, we'll pass to Prem.
Okay, so could you please show the image once again? Image. Yes. So I'm going like what the other participant said. It should be in Lal Bagh, Bangalore, and its purpose is to. It looks like it looks like a bird's house. Birds maybe like a pigeon or crows or different birds can stay over there.
Which bird? Can you give me one final?
Pigeon, common bird. Pigeon is a common bird, so going with it. Pigeon bird and Lal Bagh of Bangalore.
Okay, I think we'll not quibble. We'll give it to you. It is for housing pigeons. It's also called a dovecote. It literally means the word columbarium literally means pigeon house, and it is of course in Lal Bagh. Absolutely right. Well done, Prem. Full 10 points to you, but 5 points to Pranav for correctly identifying Lal Bagh. So Pranav gets 5, Prem gets 10, and the next question goes to Sneha. Sneha, these 4 history books involving the British Raj are called the Dash Quartet. What is their collective name? Just give us one word to fill in that blank. Who is the Scottish historian author of all these 4 books? So it says The Last Mughal, Return of a King, White Mughals, and the Anarchy. So one word for the collective name of these books and name the author.
Excuse me, whose direct question is this?
It's Sneha's direct.
So is the author Dalrymple William?
Okay. And what's the collective name of the works?
Dalrymple.
For that also you're guessing Dalrymple. Okay. We'll pass you to Abhineet.
So the author is William Dalrymple, and I think the collective is known as the company quartet because it's about pre-Victorian era, before the 1850s. These 4 books are based on the company's acts which have before the 1857.
What is the company in this case?
The British East India Company.
That is the right answer. Take your points. This is correct. It is called the Company Quartet, referencing the British East India Company. And the author is indeed William Dalrymple, the Scottish historian who's written a lot of books about the British role in India and the company era and so on. 5 points to Sneha, the full 10 points to Abhineet. Orithro, here comes your question. The blank marbles are a series of marble panels from an ancient city located in modern day Andhra Pradesh. The second image depicts a story about someone leaving his old life behind at night. Where were these marbles taken from? You could confuse the name of the old city with that of a brand new 21st century city in the same state, right? And whose story is shown in the second image. So let's see both images. Yeah. So the one on the left just tells you, gives you an overall view of where the marble is taken from, but the one on the right shows you a specific story of someone leaving and so on. So whose story does it show and in which location? In present day Andhra Pradesh, will you find this very, very important ASI protected structure?
So I think it might be the story of the Buddha.
Okay.
Because like the Buddha left his whole life as a prince behind at night when he saw
Okay.
things. And where were these marbles taken from?
Your additional clue is, of course, that don't confuse the name of the old city's name can very well be thought of as a new 21st century city's name.
Amravati, I don't know.
Is the right answer. Well done. Amravati is a good guess because Amravati, the new Amravati, actually gets its name from this old Amravati, which was kind of the structures here are a lot of Buddhist relief structures that date back to the Ashokan era and built by the Shatavahanas and discovered in the 1800s by a British gentleman called Colin Mackenzie, who found this big stupa at Amravati. So the Amravati stupa is very famous. And while Amravati is pretty much in ruins today, the new capital territory of Andhra Pradesh, Amravati, also gets its name from this. Good answer, well worked out, 10 points to Arithro. Question number 5 to Arjun. Since the 2002 Asian Games, India has won 5 consecutive gold medals in this event. In the 2018 Games, the quartet of Hima Das, M.R. Puvamma, Saritaben Gaikwad and Vismaya Velluva Korot clinched gold with a time of 3 minutes 28.72 seconds. India used a new tactic in the final and it paid off. They did the opposite of what is usually done in such races. For example, remember how the Jamaica team is composed. Which event is this? We need a specific answer. And what tactic did they adopt? A very unique and very counterintuitive tactic.
Okay, so the event is a relay, like a baton relay.
I need a specific answer. Just a relay will not do. What relay is this?
I'm not sure. I'll go with 1000-meter relay.
1000-meter relay. All right. And what tactic did they come up with?
Like it has something to do with the fastest runner being the one who goes first. Okay. The fastest runner on the team going first.
The fastest runner in the team went first. Okay. Instead of what would normally happen?
The fastest runner would finish the race.
Okay, would finish. All right. Let's go to Arnab.
Sir, it's the 4 into 100-meter relay, and I think the tactic is that the best runner ran the first
leg. Okay. Passes to Riven.
Sir, going with this is the 4 into 100-meter relay, and first men ran and then women took the baton to the finishing line.
Okay, no. All right. Passes to Pranav.
I'm gonna go with mixed relay, mixed 4 into 100-meter relay, and
I'll pass you on in the interest of time since it's not the mixed relay. Passes to Prem.
Yeah, so it's 4 into 400-meter women's relay, and the tactic was when a certain person was passing that stick to, basically they carry a certain stick, right? So when they pass that certain stick, they will only pass when the other person is on their highest speed, when they start running fast.
Highest speed. All right, got it. Passes to Sneha.
So the game is 4 into 400-meter relay, and the tactic is usually it was like best runner used to go in first lap. This was unique that here best runner in the first lap. Yeah.
No. Sorry. Your second part is very confusing. Please tell me the tactic again.
Tactic was it used best runner in the first lap, and usual one was using the best runner in the last one.
What do you mean best runner?
One who finished first, or best one, fastest one.
Okay, I'll give it to you. That's the complete answer. Finally, that's come through from someone. This is not a 4x100-meter relay. 100 meters takes 10-11 seconds to run. This said 3 minutes overall. This is the 4x400-meter women's relay, right? And normally what people would do in relays is they would put their fastest runner in the home stretch. So if you see the 4x100 Jamaica squad, Usain Bolt would be running the final leg always. Instead, they put Hima Das, who was their fastest runner in the first stretch, and they built up a huge lead in the beginning. So Sneha will get the full 10 points. Prem will get 5 points because he's the first one who said 4x400 relay. And Arjun will get the other 5 points because he said they put the fastest runner first. So 5 to Arjun, 5 to Prem, full 10 to Sneha, When we come back, we will give the next question to Abhineet, but right now we're going to do a buzzer round. Very quick 5 questions on the buzzer. You know the rules in terms of how it works. Don't buzz till I kind of complete reading the question. There is +8 and -4, right? My colleague will announce on the call who has buzzed, and only when your name is announced, please unmute and give an answer immediately. I won't repeat the question again. Question will be asked only once. If you don't immediately give an answer, you'll get a -4. If the first person gets it wrong, we'll give it to the next person who has buzzed. Again, +8 and -4 there as well.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Can we go on for a trial buzzing?
It's already been tried. I think you didn't make it at that time. So I think we'll go ahead in the interest of time. I think it's fine. If you want, you can just try once, just so that we can.
Yeah.
All right. Confirmed. Please reset the buzzer. Let's start. Okay. Here's your first question. If Ravichandran Ashwin is 3rd in the list of top wicket takers for India in Test cricket.
Premansh has buzzed.
Okay, Premansh.
Okay. So it's Muthaiya Muralidharan.
Okay, that's -4. I'm going to complete the question now, and the next person who has buzzed can attempt it. If Ravichandran Ashwin is the 3rd in the list of top wicket takers for India in Test cricket, who is in 2nd place?
Riven has buzzed.
Riven?
Sir, going with Kapil Dev.
Kapil Dev is right, +8. Prem, don't be in a rush. Let me complete the question. Okay. -4 to Prem, +8 to Riven. Okay.
As a reset.
Yeah. Pranav seems to have some issues. Can we continue?
Pranav says disconnected.
Okay. We'll just wait for him to come back.
Yeah, I can see Pranav has joined again.
All right. Okay. Question number 2. JRD Tata piloted the first Tata Air flight and landed at the Juhu airstrip. Which city did he take off from?
Buzz from Riven.
Riven?
Sir, Jamshedpur.
Incorrect. -4.
Next is Arithro.
Arithro?
Lahore.
Very close, but incorrect. The correct answer is Karachi, not Lahore. -4s there to both Riven and Arithro. Question number 3. Which river that originates in southwestern Tibet flows through the Kaziranga National Park and the city of Guwahati?
Buzz from Premansh.
Premansh? Premansh, unmute please and answer.
Yes, it's Brahmaputra.
Brahmaputra is right. +8 to Prem there for Brahmaputra. Okay, next question.
Sorry, I got disconnected from the.
Okay. Are you back now?
No, just give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, all right. Question number 4. We need 2 names here. Which 2 names are in the title of the Amar Chitrakatha story, which has the subtitle, He Was Forgiven 100 Times?
Buzz from Riven.
Riven?
Sir, going with Anand Pai.
No, -4 to Riven.
Next buzz from Pranav.
Pranav?
Shishupala and Krishna.
Perfect answer, +8. Krishna and Shishupala, absolutely right. Okay, last question of the buzzer round. Among the sultanates that ruled Delhi, which dynasty followed the Khaljis?
Buzz from Arithro.
Arithro?
The Tughlaqs.
The Tughlaqs is right. Well done. +8. The Tughlaqs. All right. Back to regular business. Question to Abhineet. Abhineet, this is an Aranamulla Kannadi or mirror, a metal craft work from southern Kerala. Though these are expensive, there is a simple way to find out if the product is genuine. However, be warned, you can't test other mirrors this way. What is the method? And how will you know by using this method?
Okay, so Aranmulla Kannadis are it's majorly the brass which has been you made in such a way that it's reflective enough.
Okay.
So even if you hit it with a rock, it won't break.
Perfect answer. Take your 10 points. Absolutely right. Like you rightly said, it's not actually made from glass. It's actually made from metal. Or if you hit it or drop it, or if you try to break it in any way, it won't actually break because it's actually metal. If it breaks, then you know you have a fake one. So this is the GI tagged Arnamala Kannadi from Kerala. Good answer, Abhineet. 10 points to you. Arithro, your question. UNESCO's oldest prize is awarded to scientists, science communicators, and educators for popularizing science. The award was created after former Chief Minister of India donated money, and the award is named after a region in his state. What is the prize called? Who is the former Chief Minister who donated the money? And there is a bit of a clue in the picture.
I am not quite sure about this. So it could be the Awadh Prize.
Awadh Prize.
Awadh Prize, yes. And not quite sure about the person. Might be, I don't know, Akhilesh Yadav.
Akhilesh Yadav. Okay. Only one Awadh question per quiz. It's already done. Passes to Arjun.
I'm not sure. I guess the former CM is Naveen Patnaik.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about the price.
The prize. Okay. Passes to Arnav.
Sir, the CM is Naveen Patnaik. It is the Kalinga Prize, which is awarded for science.
Okay. Kalinga Prize for Science and Naveen Patnaik. Passes to Riven.
Sir, the one given in this image is Naveen Patnaik. His father is Biju Patnaik, and he was the CM who donated the money. And the prize is Kalinga Prize. I am going this from Odisha. So this is Kalinga Prize.
Kalinga Prize, and who's the CM? Speak a little slowly so that we can hear.
Biju Patnaik.
Biju Patnaik. That is correct. Take your 10 points, Riven. Well done. The person you saw in the picture is the current Chief Minister of Odisha. That is Mr. Naveen Patnaik. But it was his father, Biju Patnaik, who was also a kind of ace aviator himself, who donated the prize, and he called it the Kalinga Prize after the ancient region of Kalinga in Odisha. Arnav Gowda gets 5 points, and Mohammad Riven gets the full 10 points. All right, very excited answering there. Very good. Good to see that. Pranav Gautam, here comes your question. Pranav, see the video clip first. We'll come back to the question.
गल बकरी पैन लगी ऐसी गल हाँ जी किधर छोटी फड़ा नहीं यार मत कोई नहीं हजे भी तुम आना इकट्ठे हो गए
Yeah, you don't have to name the individual people whom you saw there, obviously, but this rendezvous happened thanks to two YouTubers who started the Punjabi Leher project. Just describe what's happening or what the project is all about, and where specifically did this meeting take place?
So this is happening at the Kartarpur corridor, and the two people you see are there. I'm not sure of the names, but one person during the partition, both the two people are brothers, and they got separated during partition. One brother was in India, other person was in Pakistan, and they weren't able to meet each other until this point where they crossed the Kartarpur corridor and they met there.
Nothing more to explain. Absolutely right. Pranav nails the answer perfectly. These are two brothers, one from India, one from Pakistan, split by partition, reuniting at Kartarpur corridor after 74 years. And the project aims to reunite people separated by partition. Perfect answer, Pranav. 10 points to you. Prem, here's your question. When a scene in a 2021 movie was being shot in London, the director had a famous visitor, the gentleman you see in the picture on the right. He asked the visitor if he wanted to get a closer look at the scene, to which the visitor replied laughing, "Do you want me to see it being given away the second time?" Who is this visitor whom you see in the picture? What specifically was the scene that was being shot?
Okay. So I think is that person in the picture?
Yeah, the visitor is the person in the picture.
Okay. So I think do you want me to see?
Yeah. Do you want me to see some object being given away the second time? As in, should I see it again? Should I relive that memory? Is what he's asking.
Is it the Kohinoor diamond?
Kohinoor. Nothing to do with the Kohinoor. We'll pass you on to Sneha.
Sir, I think I've seen he has come for 83 movie.
Okay. But who is
He's
he?
talking
What is the
about
scene?
he's talking about World Cup.
Okay. What specifically is he talking about? What scene?
World Cup giving over or something like that.
Giving over to whom?
Giving over to handing over ceremony.
Handing over. Who was it handed over?
To Kapil Dev.
Okay. And who is this person?
This person is.
No
I don't
idea.
know.
Okay.
Name, sir.
Passes to Abhinit.
I think his name was Clive Richards. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it was a scene was the 83 World Cup was won by India. So it was the celebration by India after Kapil Dev lifted the
Aritra?
I think it might have been India winning the World Cup in '83, of course.
Yeah.
And the person was Sir Vivian Richards.
Passes to Arjun.
So it is India winning the World Cup and it is Clive Lloyd.
Sorry, say again.
Clive Lloyd.
And what was the specific scene that he's talking about?
The World Cup being presented to India.
I'll give it to you. That's good enough. That's the full 10 points. Clive Richards would be a nice combination of Clive Lloyd and Viv Richards. But this is Clive Lloyd, who was the opposing captain of the West Indies when India won the World Cup famously in 1983. That was Kapil Dev receiving the World Cup, right? And the movie, of course, is 83. So Sneha will get 5 points for explaining all of that. And Arjun will get the full 10 points for naming Clive Lloyd and the 83 World Cup. All right.
Sir, just a second. I will just connect my charger and get back, if that's fine. Could I just turn off my video?
Okay. Can you just do it really quickly? Can you just wait for, there's only one more question, then we have a bit of a break anyway.
Okay, fine.
Okay, last question of this round goes to Arnab Gowda. Harun and the Sea of Stories is a work by a Booker Prize winner and contains ample references to Indian history. The book's name itself, Harun and the Sea of Stories, is inspired by a 11th century Indian collection of stories and legends compiled by a person called Somadeva. Which 11th century work is this? And who is the author of Harun and the Sea of Stories?
The author is Salman Rushdie, and the 11th century work I'm not sure of.
All right, we'll pass you on to Revin.
Sir, I'm going with the author is Salman Rushdie, and I don't know the work, sir.
You don't know the work? Okay, passes to Pranav.
This is Salman Rushdie, and this can be. So not sure of the 11th.
Not sure. Okay. Passes to Prem.
Okay, so I'm going with Panchatantra.
Panchatantra.
And the author is Salman Rushdie.
Not Panchatantra and Salman Rushdie. Passes to Sneha.
Sir, I don't have any idea about what century work is talking about.
Okay. Passes to Abhinit.
Salman Rushdie, and I guess it's the plays of Kalidasa which were all compiled into one collection.
Okay. The compiled collection of Kalidasa's plays. All right.
Yeah.
Kalidasa Omnibus. No, not that. Arithro.
The author is Salman Rushdie, of course, and the stories. I'm trying to think, but no, I'm going to pass on this.
Okay. The last pass to Arjun.
I don't know the last century. I'm not sure.
No idea. All right. So 5 points to Arnab Gowda for saying Salman Rushdie, of course.
Can I answer for no points?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sea of Stories, so Katha Sarit Sagaraha.
Absolutely. That's how we wanted you to work it out. It's Sea of Stories. So Katha Sarit Sagara.
Me right after I said
which literally means Sea of Stories, right? So this is the Katha Sarit Sagara. So Quizmaster opens his account across junior and senior quizzes finally with 5 points. But well done to everyone. We're going to take a quick look at a couple of messages from our sponsors and then come back and show you the scores and quickly move into round 2. Welcome back. We are here at the senior final of Indica 2022, proudly presented by Nexus Consulting in association with the Vinayaka Mission Research Foundation, deemed to be university. Associate sponsors FinFirst Financial Services, Tally Solutions, Tally Education Private Limited. Media partners Fever 91.9 Chennai FM, and prize sponsors Malayalam Manoram. One round plus one buzzer round done. We'll do a quick score check. All right, early days, of course, but Abhineet in a narrow lead with 25, Pranav snapping behind his heels at 23, Rivin and Sneha on 20, Primansh on 19, Arjun and Arnav on 15, Arithro on 14. So anybody's game really. Going into round 2 now. Round 2 is a special round. Each person will get one direct question in round 2. But if you don't answer, then the first person who buzzes can take it on the pass. Questions won't pass otherwise. There are 2 parts to every question. If you answer one part correct, I will announce that and you will get your 5 points. Only the other part will go on the pass, which is on the buzzer. We'll allow only one person to attempt it on the buzzer, right? It is a kind of special round. The questions are all connected loosely by a theme. And look at this slide carefully. It might give you some ideas to what the connecting theme across all the questions could be, right? So we'll get cracking on this. We're going to pick up.
Yes, are we going to get negative points if we?
Sorry.
Yes. Are we going to get negative points if we get if we get both the parts wrong on?
Please
buzzer?
see the slide. It clearly says -5 on incorrect buzz. So if it's 2 parts, you have to get both parts correct. If you get a part right and a part wrong, it's still -5. If it's only one part, you'll have to get it right. You get +5 or -5, right? You can choose to buzz whenever you want to, but it will come to you only if the person whose direct it is does not answer.
So we can buzz during the question.
You can buzz during the question, but you won't get a chance to answer it unless the first guess has been made by the person whose direct it is. Okay. We gave the last 5 points to Arnav, so we're going to pick up clockwise, continuing with Rivin getting the first question. So Rivin, here's yours.
We need Sneha to come on the buzz.
Okay. Sneha, can you join the buzz-in, please?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Great. Let's go. Question direct to Rivin. Rivin, Geera Sarabhai, who passed away in 2021, aged 98, was a co-founder of the renowned National Institute of Design. She was also famous in setting up one of India's most famous private museums. The museum is named after a type of unbleached cotton cloth that originated in northern Kerala. It was set up in her hometown, which was a major textiles hub but known as Manchester of the East. What is the name of this cloth and in which city will you find the museum? Type of cotton cloth that originated in northern Kerala.
Sir, I know that the city is Ahmedabad and is the cloth calico.
Perfect answer. Take your 10 points. You're absolutely right. This is the Calico Museum in Ahmedabad. Nothing more to add. Perfectly cracked by Rivin. Nobody got a chance on the buzzer there to steal anything. Good 10 points to Rivin there. This is the Calico Museum by the Sarabhais in Ahmedabad. Right. Pranav Gautam, question to you. A famous Indian wrote a poem on those who did this job. Softly, oh softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. She springs like a beam on the brow of the tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. The East India Company forbade its junior clerks from owning one because they felt that they would neglect their work and roam about. What is this form of transport which kind of definitely fell out of favor after the world was modernized? And who wrote the poem?
This is a rickshaw, I think.
It's a rickshaw, all right. And who wrote the poem?
And
famous Indian.
So just a question. Was the poet during the time period of the East India Company?
I'm not saying.
Okay. Sarojini Naidu.
Sarojini Naidu. All right. So Riksha and Sarojini Naidu was your guess. We'll give you 5 points for saying Sarojini Naidu. That is the correct answer. But the other part is open. So on the buzzer, who's first?
Riven.
Riven?
Sir, going with palanquin, which in Tamil is called Pallaku, and it represented social status so that no junior clerks can own it. So going with palanquin for the transport and
Pallaku or
Sarojini Naidu.
palanquin is absolutely correct, Riven. Well done. This is indeed the palanquin, right? And the word itself comes from Sanskrit via Odia. This is the palanquin, and the person was Sarojini Naidu. So 5 points each to Pranav and to Riven. Next question to Prem. Prem, this word refers to a type of hard and shiny finish that is applied to materials. The coating was made by using the secretion of an insect. The insects were known by the Sanskrit word for 100,000 because they were countless. The towns of Budni in MP, Varanasi in UP, and Kondapalli in AP are all well known for products made with this kind of a finish. What is this shiny finish called, and what products are made in these towns? There's also a famous town in Karnataka, which we have not mentioned here.
Okay, so I'm going with the product being lak, those churis of lak, which is made of basically, yes, the lak churis.
So what is the shiny finish called?
Yeah, the shiny finish called the coating secretion of an insect. I'm not sure. Basically, that's
so
what.
What did you say? Just say your
the lac, the material of the material with which churis bangles are made. Basically, the bangles are finished.
So you're saying the material is lac,
yes.
and these are bangles.
Yes.
Okay, I think I'll be liberal in the spirit of Republic Day and everybody having fun and all that. I'll give you 5 points for saying lac. Lacquer is exactly what we wanted, but lac is fine. But the product is not bangles. It's open on the buzzer.
Arithro.
Arithro?
Is it nail polish?
It's not nail polish. I'm sorry. That's going to be a -5 to Arithro there. Kondapalli, especially, and the town we had left out was Channapatna in Karnataka. They're all famous for making toys, right? Toys, lacquer or lac, from lac for 100,000, and wooden toys was the right answer. So 5 points to Prem, -5 to Arithro. Question to Sneha. Sneha, this species from India was introduced to the Caribbean, Hawaii, Fiji, the South American continent, Japan, Croatia, etc. to limit the increase of rats and venomous snakes. But it soon turned into a pest, killing off entire bird populations and causing other environmental damage. Different cover photos of a children's book involving this creature and his friends Darzi and Choo-Choo are shown here. Which species is this? It is often poached to use its fur to make paint brushes. And which is the book? It's a book by a very famous author. It was a creature introduced to kill off rats. So you can use that as a very big clue to guess the name of the creature. Let's go back to the text. Yes, Neha.
Sir, are these mongoose to kill snakes?
Okay, mongoose. And what is the book?
I don't know the books. Sir.
You don't know the book? I'm going to give you 5 points for saying mongoose. That is correct. Sneha gets 5 points. Open on the buzzer for the book. Who buzzed?
Premansh Sinha on the buzzer.
Okay, Premansh.
It's a book by Rudyard Kipling, basically a compilation of his stories called Rikki Tikki Tavi.
Rikki Tikki Tavi is absolutely right. Rikki Tikki Tavi by Rudyard Kipling. Perfectly correct. 5 points each to Premansh and to Sneha. The word mongoose, the name mongoose itself comes from a Marathi word meaning mangus. Okay. Next question direct to Abhineet. Abhineet, the Bombay Blank is one of the chief gentlemen clubs that was established during the British Raj. The Blank is a word that came to denote a place where skill-based contests were held, and it later became synonymous with clubs. The club in Bombay has played host to a lone test match in 1933. The English team was led by a man who had hogged the headlines for the tactics he used. during a tour of Australia. What is the blank? What word fills in the blank? Who was the captain of the England team?
The blank, I think, is Gymkhana.
All right.
Captain England. I'm not sure about.
He was known for his tactics he used in Australia. You're not sure about that?
No.
Okay. So 5 points to you for saying Gymkhana. This was the first ever test match on Indian soil at the Bombay Gymkhana, India versus England. Who was the captain of England? Who's on the buzzer?
Arithro.
It was the Gymkhana.
Yeah.
And if Felicia, the captain might have been Don Bradman.
It was not Don
Oh,
Bradman.
wait, it said England. Oh, my.
I said England. I'm sorry, Arithro. That's going to be another -5 to you. It was to counter Bradman that this captain came up with what was called the bodyline tactics. It was a person called Douglas Jardine. Okay, tough one there. No problems. But it's your direct now, Arithro. So chance to make a full 10 points. So 5 points in the previous question to Abhineet, -5 to Arithro. Question direct to Arithro. The East India Company ransacked the wealth of Bengal after the region was annexed in 1757. The local word for plunder was thus one of the first Indian words to enter the English language. Much of the treasure found its way to Powys Castle in Wales, filling several rooms in it. The wealth ended up here because Edward, the son of the most powerful man in the East India Company, married Henrietta, the daughter of the castle's owner. What is this word and who was Edward's father?
So I think the word might have been dacoit from the Bangla word dakati.
Okay, dakati and dacoit. Okay.
The Edward's father, I think, might have been Robert Clive.
Might have been Robert Clive. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 points. You got the tougher part. Robert Clive is the right answer, but the word is not dacoity. That's open on the buzzer.
Pranav.
Loot.
Loot. That's the right answer. Loot. This is how the word loot, which was a Hindustani word, got into the English language. So Pranav gets 5 and Arithro gets 5. Arjun, here's your question. An outdoor porch with a roof is known as blank. It mostly extends along the sides and front of a building. The British began to use the style after noticing Indian structures. The building shown here, the Retreat, has one of these that give its resident a picturesque view of the surroundings in Shimla. What is this good word and who uses this place at least once a year? We'll show you the image. Yeah, there you go. This is what is called the Retreat. Which prominent personality in India uses this at least once a year? And what is the word that we're talking
about? So I'm guessing the word is veranda.
Okay.
And the prominent personality, the president,
is the right answer. Take your full 10 points. Absolutely right. This is veranda and this is the presidential retreat in Shimla. Right? Well done. That's a valuable 10 points there to Arjun, who gets both parts right. Only the second player to do that. Last question of this round to Arnav Gowda. The Princess of Cooch Behar was an excellent horse rider, loved cars and was a fashion icon. After India's independence, she joined the Swatantrata Party and was elected to parliament. Her grandmother Chimnabai was an advocate for women's rights, was the first Maharani to break a particular system. This practice involved a seclusion of women and refers to something that is worn. Which princess who became the queen of Jaipur and what was the system?
It is Maharani Gayatri Devi and the system is the Parda system.
Perfect answer. Take your full 10 points, Arnav. Perfectly right. This is Maharani Gayatri Devi and the Parda system. That brings us to the end of this round. As you might have figured out, this round was about Indian words which entered the English language. So loot, veranda, parda, and a whole bunch, mongoose, a whole bunch like that. Well done to all contestants who played really well. We're going to listen to a few messages from our sponsors and then we're going to come right back with round number 3. Welcome back. You're with me, Venki Srinivasan, on the senior grand finale of Indica 2022, presented by Nexus Consulting in association with Menaka Missions Research Foundation. Associate sponsors FinFirst Financial Services, Tally Solutions, Tally Education Private Limited, media partners Fever 91.9 FM Chennai, and prize sponsors Malayalam Manorama. Right, before we'll go straight into round 3, we'll look at the scores a little bit later in the interest of time. Round 3 works exactly the same way as round 1. We go anti-clockwise. We start with Sneha on seat 8, goes reverse, 10 points, no negatives, need explanations for answers, part points at my discretion. Sneha, here is your question. This is Preet Tong Boom Song, a dance drama about Preet Tong and Ning Neek. It tells a story that children in a country are familiar with, that of an Indian prince and a Naga woman who are the ancestors of the country's natives. Which country will you find this dance drama in? So it's not in India, it's in another country, but it shares a lot of kind of the story is really about an Indian prince, which is why it's in this quiz. Which country? What are these native people called? Which used to kind of be one of the older names of this country as well. Here's an image that might help you. Yeah. Let's go back to the text and ask Sneha for her guess. Name a country.
I have no idea about that, but I'll guess it's Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, okay? And you want to guess what the native people are called?
No guess.
No idea? All right, Prem. Calm down, Prem. Give us a guess. Yes, Prem, need an answer, please.
Okay, was it my turn? All right.
Yes, it's your turn.
Yes. This is Cambodia. And yes, Cambodia, I'm sure. And the people could be, since it's written Naga women, so I'm going with Naga people. The people could be called
Naga people. Okay. Passes to Pranav.
So this is the country is Cambodia. Obviously, it's really related to India, and the people. I think even the kings sometimes are called Khmer. I don't know how to pronounce the word Khmer. So I'm going with that, Khmer.
Khmer, absolutely right. That you got it perfectly correct. These are the Khmer people, and that's how you get an older name for Cambodia. You of course had the very despotic Khmer Rouge regime as well in Cambodia. That's the Angkor Wat in the image. Cambodia will get Prem 5 points, and Cambodia plus Khmer will get the full 10 points to Pranav. So 5 to Prem, 10 to Pranav. Question to Rivin. When Shah Rukh Khan signs up for a film, one of his conditions is that he will not do a certain activity, mostly because he's uncomfortable with it and also because it might worsen a back injury. Which is this activity? In which historical film did he have to do it? Very workable. So he's uncomfortable with it. He also feels it might worsen a back injury that he already has. So which activity is this? And in which historical film did he have to do it?
Sir, actually, I don't know the film. I'm going with smoking.
Smoking. Okay, smoking. You don't know the film? No. Passes to Arnav Gowda.
Sir, I'm guessing it's horse riding, and
Okay.
I don't know the film.
You don't know the film? Okay, passes to Arjun.
I don't know. It's some sort of physical activity, and I'm guessing the movie is Chak De India.
Some sort of physical activity and Chak De India. Nice guess. Passes to Arithro.
It could be horse riding and Thugs of Hindustan.
Thugs of Hindustan. All right. Passes to Abhinit.
I think the activity is ball bearing,
Okay.
and I'm not sure which film it is.
Paul bearing. Okay. Passes to Sneha.
So is it bike riding?
Not bike riding. Passes to Premansh.
No, pass.
Passes to Pranav.
So the film I think is Shakti,
Shakti.
and
Okay.
I think I'll go with horse riding.
Horse riding. Okay, it was Rivin's direct. We're going to give Arnav Gowda 5 points for saying horse riding. That is correct. There was a movie quite some years back in which Shah Rukh Khan acted as Ashoka. So the movie was Ashoka, right? So he had to do horse riding in this film because obviously a lot of scenes were shot in the battlefield at Kalinga and things like that. So this is Ashoka. So that's 5 points to Arnav Gowda there for working out horse riding. Arjun, here's your question. Indian tribes have many interesting myths about celestial bodies. One tribe has a tale about a set of stars whose pattern we are familiar with. According to the story, the 4 corners of the polygon is a cot on which a woman is sleeping. The 3 bright trailing stars are thieves who are trying to steal this cot. In some traditions, this set is said to represent a group of people that includes Brigu and Vasishta. What is the star cluster known as in India, and which familiar constellation is it a part of?
So it is the Saptarishi Mandala.
Okay.
And it is Big Bear or
Sorry, say the second part again.
is it the Big Bear constellation?
I'll give it to you. The Great Bear constellation, as it's normally called, but that's good enough. This is the Saptarishi Mandala, and it is part of the Great Bear. You said Big Bear, that stars are supposed to be the 7 sages. One of the tribes has an interesting story saying it's like a question. Throw a question to you. Outsmarted the Brits, pretending to be a friend. Today, part of Iran's national smuggle. Where did he get it from? And when
I'm going to say
passes, good guess though, very good guess. Passes to Iran's National Tea Museum and tea out of India. So he got it from the kind of rest of the world in some sense. 10 points for saying Assam and tea. Village of Rayoli is near Balasinor town. Around spot was identified as a hatchery in 19. Specimens have been found here, ranging in size from tennis balls to some as big as cannonballs. Make-believe world. Standing here, the whole environment reminds visitors of a Hollywood film. Exactly?
Dinosaurs. Skeletons.
It
Not
says
dinosaur eggs of dinosaurs.
dinosaur eggs and dinosaur fossils. That's good enough. I'll give you the points. And of course, it is Jurassic Park. You're absolutely right. That gets you the full 10 points. It's dinosaur eggs and fossilized remains of dinosaurs. And the movie would, of course, be Jurassic Park. Right. Now we're going to go into our final buzzer round for the quiz. So 5 more questions on the buzzer. Perhaps we can just quickly see the score once so that people know where they stand before and decide their buzzing strategy. We are slightly behind schedule. We'll try to make it up. All right. It's super exciting. Aritro's on 9, but he's attempted a lot of questions, but it's very, very close. We have 30 34, 35, 35, 35. 3 people tied. Abhineet on 40, Pranav on 43. This is going to be anybody's game. Very, very close contest. Remember, there are good prizes for first, second, third, and fourth, and excellent prizes for the other categories as well. Right? So let's go back to all right. So buzzers, same rules as before. 5 questions plus 8 minus 4. Wait for me to complete the question. Don't be in a rush. 2 people can. Okay. Question number 1. Everyone's in, Venkat?
1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone is in.
Arundhati Bhattacharya, who joined as an officer later of which Indian organization?
Bus from Riven.
Riven?
Sir, going with State Bank of India or SBI?
Going with State Bank of India, absolutely right. Plus 8 to Riven. Buzzer reset.
Yep.
Leander Paes, as we all know, played tennis for several years representing India. In which sport did his father, Vace Paes, represent India?
Bus from Arnav Gowda.
Arnav Gowda?
No, sir, it says my name first, actually.
No, sir. Actually, first.
Birju Maharaj was a dancer and composer who belonged to which Indian gharana?
Bus from Premansh. Gharana.
Yep. Need an answer?
No idea. No idea.
Minus 4 to Premansh. Next on the buzzer? No one?
I reset it by mistake.
Okay. If anybody wants to buzz, last chance.
Sir, I was in the second bus in that buzzer.
Yeah, Riven was right.
Okay, Riven, go ahead.
Sir, this is Lucknow.
Lucknow is right. Lucknow is right. That's a good answer there. Plus 8 to Riven. Lucknow. Have we reset the buzzer?
Yep.
Okay. Question number 4. What is the name of the gulf that borders Gujarat and is to the north of Diu?
Bus from Riven.
Riven of Cambay, not the Gulf of Kutch or the Gulf of Saurashtra. That's minus 4 to both Riven and Arithro. Last question coming up. The Interceptor, the Continental, the Himalayan, and the Bullet are among popular models of which Indian brand?
Bus from Riven.
Riven?
Sir, going with the pipeline. Sorry, railways.
No, incorrect. Minus 4 to Riven.
Sir, it's Royal Enfield.
Sorry, Riven, one guess. Minus 4. Who's next on the buzzer?
Arjun.
Royal Enfield.
Royal Enfield is right. Royal Enfield. We said Bullet over there.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, sorry to say this. I think this question must be scrapped because I mistake, sir.
That's okay. That's okay. I won't.
The question.
Let's just go. You can't do it. Answer the question. That is best. Dinosaur eggs was answered by, I think, by.
So it was by
Sneha?
me.
Yeah,
By Sneha.
answered by Sneha. So next question goes to Prem. That and promotion facilitation dash empowerment and protection agreement on price assurance and dash services, essential commodities. What
These are the farm bills. And
perfect answer. Take your 10 points across the country. And they were finally repeated. 10 points to Prem. 2D animated opening sequence, which would give a whole feel of Bombay or Mumbai from the 1920s to the present day. The lifespan of the character that Amitabh Bachchan plays. In the movie, Amitabh lives with his 72-year-old son and wants to break a world record. What is the name of this 2018 movie and what record does the character want to break? I think there is a nice video. We can watch it for a few seconds.
कुछ अनोखे रोज हैं इस अनोखी जंग के, हो बाल है सफेद और ख्वाब आसमानी रंग के। कुछ अनोखे रोज हैं इस अनोखी जंग के, हो बाल है सफेद और ख्वाब आसमानी रंग के। जिंदगी के पन्नों पे झुर्रियों की सियाही से ऐसा कुछ लिखेंगे हम, सबके होश उड़ाएंगे हम, हो रहे नए नए उसी पुराने ढंग से।
Okay, chance for all of you to catch your breath and enjoy that piece of music. All right, Pranav Gautam.
So I think the movie is 102 Not Out. And
so therefore, what record does he want to break?
The oldest cricketer.
Oldest cricketer, right? I'll give you one chance to modify your answer since you're almost there.
So Amitabh Bachchan's character wants to break the record.
Yeah, correct. Just take a logical kind of guess.
So oldest person to play cricket.
Oldest person to play cricket.
Sir, can I go?
In a test match.
It's my turn.
Oh, Riven, hold on. Please hold on. I'll come to you. Please hold on. Okay, it passes to Riven.
Sir, this is 102 Not Out and the oldest man living.
That's all we wanted. As simple as that. I don't know why Pranav had to specifically say cricketer and things like that. It has nothing to do with him being any kind of cricketer. The 102 Not Out just references the fact that he wanted to become the oldest living person on earth. That's it. So that's 5 points to Pranav and good steal, 10 points to Riven over there. Our chief guest, Mr. Anil Srinivasan, has joined us. So welcome, Anil. We'll be with you very shortly after the last 2-3 questions of this quiz, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Sure, Venkat. Hi,
and welcome. Arnav Gowda, your question. Okay, Arnav, simple question to you. This is a very recent scorecard. The scorecards of the 2 Indian innings in the recent third test versus South Africa in 2022.
So this is the first time that all the Indian batsmen were out by being caught.
Okay, let's see the scorecard anyway for the benefit of the people watching and the audience. This is the first innings scorecard, as you can see, with Kohli top scoring with 79, and there is a second scorecard as well. All right, there you can see Rishabh Pant's magnificent 100 not out. And Arnav Gowda, your answer is?
Sir, it is the first time in the world that all the batsmen in both the innings were caught.
They got caught. Absolutely right. 20 dismissals, all caught since 1877. When Test cricket began, this is the first time that it's ever happened. 19 out of 20 has happened before, but this was the first time all 20 were caught. Good answer, Arnav.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can we go for the points table?
No, please. I already said don't request for scores. We'll do the scores after the quiz is done. Right? Penultimate question of this quiz goes to Yeah,